Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ellie, and we are officially on episode 3 of my digital diary. I'll be honest, I have recorded segments of this podcast many times this week, and I just haven't been able to get into it. But I have something very motivating in front of me that I think will really kick me into gear, and I can lock in and record this episode. I'm currently recording on Thursday, April 10th. Normally, I like to film or record on Tuesday or Wednesday, edit Thursday or Friday, upload Saturday. Or schedule for it to upload on Saturday. But this week has gotten away from me. I've had lots of other responsibilities, plus just not really feeling it. So, anyway, we're here and I'm excited and I have a game plan and we are getting ready to go. So, for my expanding my taste segment, now I'm kind of cheating on this one because this isn't really something super new to me, but I have been dying to try these and I figured this was like my perfect excuse. So, if you are familiar with the restaurant or bakery Crumbl, this week they are having a Kardashian-Jenner family collab with them, and I love the Kardashians and Jenners. I have watched everything. I have watched every single episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, every spinoff, and now the Kardashians show. I listen to Khloe's podcast. I'm in deep. I know what's going on with the fam. So, I figured I needed to try this. So, unfortunately, they were out of Chris's yellow cake cookie or dessert that they had. But here's what I ordered. I ordered a 6-pack. I ordered they have Courtney's flourless chocolate cake, Kim's snickerdoodle crumb cake cookie, Khloe's cookies and cream skillet cookie, Kendall's cookie dough cupcake cookie, which I'm the most excited about, Kylie's pink confetti sugar cookie, and of course you have to get the double chocolate chip cookie. So, I'm gonna kind of go fast because I feel like my breaking news segment is gonna go pretty long today. But I don't have much to share on the third wheel aspect. So hopefully it will all even out to about an hour. We'll see. So I'm gonna kind of speed through this since it's just trying different flavors of something I already like. I'm gonna start with Kim's snickerdoodle cake cookie, something like that. I'm not really ever reaching for a snickerdoodle, but it's like a yellowish, tannish cookie with what looks like cream on top and some maybe like cinnamon brown sugar on top. So let's see. And I'm pairing this with some whole milk because that's my jam. Okay, let me get a bite here. I'm also trying to eat this with a fork, and I don't know if that was the right choice. I'm trying to get a lot of the toppings on. Okay, let me set down my mic. Come on. Get on the fork. Oh, this one's warm. Oh my god. That is so good. Hopefully you like ASMR. I'm actually leaning away from the mic because I don't like ASMR. Wow. That kind of makes me rethink snickerdoodles in general. That was amazing. 10 out of 10. Genuinely. I feel like it wasn't too rich. I like that it was warm. And the flavors was great. Love it. Okay, this one, I'm just going to eat with my fingers. This is the Kylie's pink confetti sugar cookie. And it is chilled. It's like a sugar cookie with sprinkles, which I love sprinkles, and pink frosting. I think the frosting may be slightly strawberry flavored. That was good too. I'm going to give that one, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 only because I wish there was less frosting on it. I actually had this conversation the other day with somebody. It's like, isn't it funny how when you're a kid, all you want is the frosting on a cupcake, and now that you're an adult, all you want is the cake? That's the vibe. Okay, this next one is the one I'm most excited about. It is Kendall's cookie dough cupcake cookie. I can smell it from here. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So it's a chocolate chip cookie. I don't know what this brown cream on top is. Maybe like maybe like a cookie dough flavored icing. And then it's got Crumbl cookies, or like crumbles of chocolate chip cookie, and a dollop of cookie dough in the middle on top. So let's see. Now that's good. That is pretty good. Weirdly though, I feel like the Snickerdoodle one was better. Like, this is amazing. But I think I might have to give it a 9 out of 10. Very, very delicious. But that Snickerdoodle one knocked it out of the park immediately. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Now we're moving on to Chloe's Cookies and Cream Skillet Cookie, which Chloe's my favorite. So let's hope she didn't steer me wrong. Okay. So this one looks like a double chocolate chip cookie, kind of molded into a pie looking shape, with 2 dollops of what I assume is like cream that you would kind of find in an Oreo, but with like Oreo chunks in it, and then drizzled with chocolate syrup or hot fudge or something. So let me see. This is reminding me a lot of like a Oreo pie you can get. Ew. I don't really like that. No. Hold on. Yeah, the cream is not very sweet at all. And the chocolate cookie is kind of bitter. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give that one like a 3 out of 10. Dang, I'm like really disappointed by that one. And then the last new thing that we're trying is Courtney's flourless chocolate cake, which I have heard that this sucks. And don't waste your money on it, but here I am wasting my money on it. It's in like a tin, a plastic tin, and it's apparently chocolate flourless cake. And it looks like it might have a icing on top and 3 raspberries in the middle, which I love a raspberry, so I'm gonna get a raspberry on there and a bite of this cake. Ooh. It is looking very moist. Oh, that's the icing. Oh, don't fall out. Okay. Now this would be a great time to have a YouTube segment of this, like video. One day, maybe. Okay. Mm-mm. Oh, that's so gross. Why did that almost taste savory? Ugh. Oh my god. That was so bad. Wow. I actually almost spit that out. I have to give that one like a 1 out of 10. That was straight up nasty. And I paid $2 extra for that one. Stupid. Now I need to cleanse my palate with the double chocolate chip cookie. That's solid. Now the double chocolate chip. I give it like a 6 out of 10. It's nothing to write home about, but it always hits. All right. Well, to rank them in order from best to worst, we would have Kim's at the top, 10 out of 10. We started on 10 out of 10. That's crazy. Kim's Snickerdoodle Crumb Cake Cookie, 10 out of 10. The best one. Then I would say runner up would be Kendall's Cookie Dough Cupcake Cookie, which I don't remember what I gave it. Like a 7 out of 10? 8 out of 10? Next up would be Kylie's Pink Confetti Sugar Cookie. I think I gave that one a 7 out of 10. So we'll give Kendall's 8 out of 10. Then the rest of them I wouldn't eat. The Chloe's Cookies and Cream Skillet Cookie, 3 out of 10. And Courtney's Flourless Chocolate Cake is a 1 out of 10. Only because I didn't have to spit it out. I wanted to, but I didn't have to. That's the only reason why it's not a 0 out of 10. So, interesting. I was actually thinking about this because I'm like, man, I already ate dinner. I'm not going to have room for another meal. So that was perfect. Anyway, well, awesome. So, I mean, overall, with the Crumbl cookie experience with the Kardashian-Jenner family collab, I mean, the box, if you really like the Kardashians, the box is not pink. It's tan, like the Kardashians colorway, thinking like Skims, which is kind of cute. But I would just get single cookies of Kim's and Kylie's and Courtney's. I mean, no. Kim's, Kylie's, and Kendall's. I would not get the other ones. I really wish I could have tried Chris's yellow cake. I think that would have been good. I love yellow cake with chocolate frosting. But whatever. It's definitely not worth the money to get all 6. Especially the big ones. So, anyway. So, my breaking news segment this week, I was in a conversation with somebody who, like one of my friends, who is, I don't know if she would consider it a weight loss journey or what, but she was sharing with us about how much weight she lost, and we were congratulating her and celebrating her, and it kind of made me think about the fitness journey that I was on from January to March of 2024. And it made me think about how in the past I've always gone from 0 to 100, and how now I'm kind of coming out of a year-long depressive episode, which last episode I said it was about 4 months, I think. But when I actually thought about it, my depression started in March of last year. So it's about a year. It's a little over a year now. So, but anyway, since I feel like I'm coming out of my depressive episode, or year, whatever you want to call it, you get tired of living in the 0. When you're a 0, 100, or 100% person, you get tired of living in the 0. And so I'm like, anything is better than 0. And so we're exploring the grayness of 1 to 99. And yes, everything in my body is saying that I'm lazy and that I'm not dedicated and that, like, I don't even deserve to try this if I'm not going to give it my all. And I'm just telling myself it's better than not trying at all. Like, to me, like, my newfound mindset is baby steps are the only way I can get legitimate progress that's going to stick and I can be consistent with. So yeah, I am trying to think about some goals that I have to kind of get back to the place I was at before I lived through depression and what that's going to take and what baby steps can I take to improve my well-being. So, let me just give you a little bit of background knowledge before we get started. So, in January of last year, I was working with a health coach who specialized in living within this phase of your cycle as women. And so I was eating within my cycle, or phases of my cycle. I was working out in those phases. I was on certain supplements. I was tracking my cycle. I was working out twice a day. I was in my word every single day. I felt amazing. But ultimately, it did not last because, and I don't think it was because of going from 0 to 100. I think, and I know that a lot of people, that's how it is. And I'm not saying if I tried it 0 to 100 this time that it would stick either. But I really was like, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I feel amazing. I don't feel like I'm missing out on things. I was like dropping inches like crazy and it was in a healthy way. And I was going to like tackle every aspect of my life in that way. And so when it came to tackling my mental health, I started seeing a therapist, and that therapist put a lot of disgusting labels on me that are not true. And I told her things that I was scared to tell other people, and she brought so much shame into my life because of it. And that is what just started my depressive episode. I had a major identity crisis. I had no will to live for a while. I stopped everything I was doing. I didn't think I was worthy of anything good in life. And it was awful. And every day since has been me army crawling through life. And now with my new therapist, I feel like I can finally stand on my feet and like see the horizon, see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think that I'm ready to start bringing in some micro goals or habits to kind of get back to that place where I was at. And I think that these micro habits will make it stick forever. So let me just share my end goal, and then we're going to kind of work together, working together as in I'm going to verbally process and you're going to listen, to me create micro habits for myself that I can be consistent with and gradually add on to. That way I actually can meet my end goal and it is genuinely a lifestyle change instead of a diet or a fad, or in this phase of life, I'm going to focus on this. Like, I just want it to be something that is now a new priority in my life. So I want to preface this by saying something that I learned. Living a healthy lifestyle is a luxury, and it is a luxury that not everyone can prioritize. These micro habits that I'm beginning with are definitely, some people might say that it's moving horizontally instead of vertically. Like, I'm just kind of changing something that is keeping me in place instead of moving forward. But to me, like, these tiny habits are something that I have control over, and I'm willing to make those changes. And when I get used to making changes that are not just how do I make myself happy, it's actually like bringing back discipline into my life, then and then I can like attack some more of my bigger goals. So that's just a preface. So if you're like, what do you mean that's a micro goal? Like, sometimes the babyest of steps are what is going to get you out of the place you're in. It's like, there's a phrase, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So, really, like, some of these bites are going to be like crumbs. So, anyway, all that to say, here's my end goal. I have 4 of them. Number 1, I want to get back to walking the treadmill before work while doing a Bible study. That is another thing that until I change careers, that's not something I can really prioritize right now because I do go to work very early, and it's just something that I want to like save for when I don't have to go be in front of students at 7 a.m. I would rather have that goal when I'm in front of students by like 8:30 or 9, you know? So that's one of my end goals. Number 2, eating and working out within the phases of my cycle. That again is going to include eating and supplements and potentially getting my gym membership back because I love using the machines with the weights. I love it. But I do have a fitness, what do you call it? Like program that my dad has a subscription to that I can use that's free to me. So, we'll get going with that. Again, this is the end goal. I'm nowhere near meeting any of these. And that should say, 6 days a week. Because I was only taking one rest day, and that was Sundays. And I enjoyed it. I literally on Sundays would miss working out so bad that I would like just do like stretches or yoga or something. Which that is something else I probably should add to my end goal, but maybe I can make it a mini goal. Is stretching every day. It's so important for you, and it really helps the longevity of your joints and muscles and just helps you with your everyday life. I struggle with what? I struggle with scoliosis and I have knee problems, and so I think that would really help. Number 3, another end goal of mine is to track my expenses daily and put money into savings regularly. This is a major one. That buying those Crumbl cookies today, that was not a good financial choice for me. But yeah, so I need to really be doing that. And then number 4, go to therapy on a regular basis, whether that be monthly or weekly or bi-weekly. That's something that now that I've met my current therapist, I can't imagine my life without therapy and the wisdom that I have gained from that experience. So I will go ahead and share my first micro habit that I've already started. And again, this is going to sound silly to some people, but genuinely, like, this is what it's going to have to take. Buy what I normally eat at restaurants at the grocery store. I've already done this. Now, did I follow it today? No, I should not have gotten Crumbl, but I needed something for my expand my taste, so put it on my podcast tab. But what I've done is like I got really good chicken strips and I got honey because that's what I dip my chicken strips in at Chick-fil-A. And then I got a good like chicken fried rice, stir fry in case I want Chinese food. And then I got chocolate ice cream and sprinkles, which is what I get from Andy's. So I feel like that's a good start. Like I genuinely want to eat at home because the food I have at home is just as good as the food at a restaurant. So then after that I could slowly switch out meal/food choices for healthier ones. I'm writing all these down. Now here's the thing. I genuinely am like, I'm not moving on to step 2 until I've done step 1 consistently for a week. So until I get to the point where I do not eat out by myself for a straight week, I'm not moving on. Now I can eat out with friends because that's a social choice, not really I don't like what I have at food choice. Or not a I don't like what I have at home choice. Okay, number 3, which this would probably be closer to the summer, because also like in the summer I'm gonna have a lot more time to meal prep and slash like possibly eat lunch at home. I just feel like the more meals I don't have to like microwave, the easier it is for me to eat healthy, because it's like if I meal prep chicken by Friday, it is so nasty and rubbery and gross. Maybe find new recipes for each phase of my cycle. And I'm going to put breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts, and snacks. Okay? And that's just finding them. I don't have to cook them yet. Number 4. Maybe each week incorporate one new recipe from step number 3. See, it's like just very slow micro habits that I can easily build upon. So then maybe number 5 would be meeting that goal of maybe I could say for at least, what could I say? Breakfast is going to be tough because I love cereal. I was on an oatmeal kick for a long time, but then I got the stomach bug on oatmeal, and now every time I eat oatmeal, I throw up. So that's really tough. So maybe for at least 8 meals? Is that too much? Maybe I'll do for at least 5 meals. Eat within your cycle or your phase. Add 1 meal each week. Okay. Number 6. Buy 1 new supplement a month. That might be a little far-fetched. Kind of until I have a see, that's hard because it's like there's a couple that I want to take, but they're expensive to keep in your pantry. That's gonna kind of be to my discretion. I feel like that's pretty good for eating within my cycle. So maybe number 7 would be only have cheat meals if you are in a social setting. Because I don't want to be that person who's like, I can't have dairy. I can't have gluten. If it's an intolerance, I understand. But I'm like, bro. it's, it's a little annoying, especially when you know that it's a fad diet. It's a little frustrating. Okay, I feel like that's good for that one. Let's try working out now. So I'm going to kind of put a little slash here. So now I'm going to put like, hold on. I'm put a line. So this will be food. And then this will be fitness. Okay, step number 1. Oh, this is tough. It's like that Newton's law, a body in motion stays in motion, a body at rest stays at rest. Or an object, I think that's what it is, but it is like the last thing I want to do is work out. But like it's so nice when you have like an awesome workout playlist. I have like certain songs that I love working out to. I feel like such a bad what's a word for that word I'm trying to say that is not that word? A boss? Ew, I hate that word. I feel like a boss. Ugh. Yuck. So maybe I really hate going on walks. But then again, I used to go on hot girl walks, gosh, back in like COVID times, I'm pretty sure. And I listened to a podcast. Ooh. Okay. I wish that there was like a designated time every day at the pool that it would be empty. But you just can't. It's so hard to tell. Because I love swimming. And I would swim. Okay, a first step. Maybe, and this is hard too because the last thing I want to do when I get home is work out. Oh, this is so tough. Okay. Okay, let's do this. 3 days a week. Stretch after school. Number 2. Because I'm like, once I'm not in this job, I do like working out in the morning. Or at least, oh, I do like walking on the treadmill. Huh. Okay, maybe then we could do 3 days a week. Do DDPY yoga. In the afternoon. So hopefully I'll not be at school. I won't be at school at that point. Then we could let's do 5 days a week. Choose to either walk / do Bible study or DDPY yoga. I really hope this is helpful for you or even interesting. I just feel like this could be so good for somebody. Like, these are like definitely tailored to me, but I feel like some of these goals could be helpful for you as well. And just like this exercise would be great for anyone that has a big, lofty goal. Okay, then maybe I can treat myself to I'm feeling lofty. $50 of new workout clothes. Because that is motivating. Okay. What stuff? That's 4. Okay, number 5. Get gym membership back. Because I really, really loved working out in the gym. I just, right now, financially, it's not wise. Number 6. 6 days a week. Choose either walking on the treadmill, stretching, DDPY yoga, or gym. Because they all have different purposes. The treadmill is cardio, stretching is stretching. DDPY yoga is let me just look it up because I feel like I'm not going to know the phrase. What is DDPY yoga? It combines traditional yoga poses with old school calisthenics, sports rehabilitation theory or therapy, and dynamic resistance. So, yeah, it's awesome. It really is so cool. And it's not like, if you like the whole like open your third eye part of yoga, this is not for you. It is not spiritual in any sense, which I also like because that's not my spiritual experience of choice. And in the gym, I do a little bit of cardio, but mostly weights and stuff like that. And then number 7, 6 days a week. Do all of the above on the appropriate days, which I'll know what that means, but I would do the yoga on certain days of my cycle and the gym on different days of my cycle. Okay, so that brought in steps 1 and 2 of my end goal. I could do number 8 as which this is hard too because with therapy, my therapist costs kind of a lot of money each time. And so it's like, okay, if I want to go to therapy on a regular basis, I'm going to have to shell out that much money, which means I'm probably going to have to do my delivery more. Maybe I won't do it every week. Maybe I'll do it every month and then I can okay. DoorDash regularly to pay for therapy. Because I already have the therapist. It's just now it's the money because my HSA has run out. So, yeah. Oh, I might look into donating plasma again. Because I hated donating plasma, but if donating plasma can make it to where I can afford therapy and it's not wearing down my car, I'll do it. For money for therapy. All right, now I just have the finances goal. So I already have the spreadsheet and it already has my goals in it. I mean, my bills in it. So I'll do input all expenses into spreadsheet monthly. Let's do after 3 months, move to weekly. After 4 weeks, move to daily. And then number 11, find a way to make income to put into savings. And that could be delivery, it could be plasma, but I just feel like I do enjoy delivering food, honestly. It just is really wearing down my car. So, okay. That really did not take as long as I thought. Okay. All right. So, yeah, there we go. I have 11 steps. That is. Oh, just kidding. Hold on. I was definitely supposed to. I got mixed up here on my system. Okay. So, 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 4 is 18. I have 18 steps to get to where I was last year in January and February. Now, it might take me a full year to get to that point, but especially over the summer, depending on what my career is, I really feel like I could do this. So, yeah, I'm excited. I feel motivated. Now, when it comes to actually implementing these, I think that I'll pick one micro habit from each of my 4 goals and work on one at a time until I'm consistent with that micro goal. Then when I'm consistent with the micro goal and feel like I can add something, then I'll come back to this sheet of paper and add another one. So thanks guys for listening to that. I hope that helps somebody with maybe their goals. Maybe your goals are similar to mine. So yeah. Now, when it comes to the third wheel segment, I really don't have anything that I want to share. I feel like I shared a lot last week and the week before. But life's good. Yeah, there's not really anything that's new. So, yeah, there's not really anything I want to share. I'm sorry. I don't really have anything. God is good, and I know that He's providing for me the things that I know that just being a woman, my needs are being met. And I feel peace. I feel content where I'm at in life. So it's kind of it. I haven't really gone on any crazy dates or anything. So that's where I'm at with that. I haven't met any new people or anything. So since last week. But anyway, let's do a media roundup and then we'll be done. This episode's going to be so short, guys. And I'm proud of myself. We'll see after the media roundup. I haven't talked a lot about music, and so I'm going to talk about that first. So, let's see. You guys don't really know my music taste. I would say I have like different genres I like. I like musical theater. I like contemporary pop, and I like Christian rap. Those are kind of those are like the lanes that I stay in, and like worship music, I like that too. But, um, and so I've been listening to Ariana Grande's deluxe album that she put out for Eternal Sunshine. That little short film was so precious. I loved it. And yeah, that's been kind of what I've been chewing on lately, listening to the lyrics and really just enjoying her new music. Now, somebody that I've listened to for a while, like a long, long time, since like high school, is Tori Kelly. And I love the fact that she embraces her curls, because when Taylor Swift started straightening her hair, I genuinely felt heartbroken and I refuse to listen to her music. I know it makes me petty, but I don't even care. I'm just like, I can't stand it. But the song that I'm like obsessed with right now is, oh my gosh, where is it? Oh, Alive If I Die. It's from her album called Tori. It came out in 2024, like basically a year ago. And her song Shelter. I like that song as well. But Alive If I Die, oh, I just have been like screaming in the car. It's so good. It just kind of like, I don't know, that's kind of I'm just in that right now. It hits different right now. And then somebody that I am like so obsessed with right now is Brittany Broski. I know I talked about her, how she was like an inspiration for me to start my own podcast, but oh my word, she is genuinely the most interesting person on the internet right now. And I know I'm not really on the internet very much. My friends are like, "Have you seen this TikTok?" And I'm like, "No." But like genuinely, I want to be her best friend. Like I I think she's so intelligent. I think she's so creative. I think that she just has a curious mind that wants to learn new things, and I just find so much value in that. And yeah, she came out with music. Literally, when did The Sun come out? Let me see if it'll. Oh, what did I just hit? I don't know what just happened. The Sun came out on April 4th of this year, so super like recent. And then she did a cover of Adore You, and that was on March 20th. Holy cow, guys. It is so good. Both of them are so good. She, like, ugh, her voice. She loves Hosier, and you can totally tell. Like, that's just, I think, like, she has a lot of different singing voices that she's kind of done for fun on her podcast, but the voice that she has when she does these songs is so rich and melancholy and full of emotion that you feel like you have to like chip away at to really get to like the center of it. I don't know. I feel super hippy dippy when I say all that, but yeah, I'm obsessed with her. I can't get enough of her. So yeah, I'm ingesting anything I can that's Brittany Broski at this point. Movies wise, I don't think I've watched a movie this week. I did get caught up on the Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup season 2. Wow, I have a lot of thoughts. I watched season 1 with, I don't know if I watched it with my best friend or if we watched it separate and then talked a lot about it, but I hated Ryan from the beginning. He is gross, in my opinion. And just not for her. I did not get their chemistry. Like, I didn't understand it. And it's just as sad because in this season, we start off the season with Ken kind of being a villain a little bit. Um, he doesn't seem to be very like sensitive to her not feeling comfortable, like at the restaurant, not wanting to try new foods. But then, like, I think he's definitely a sound person of wisdom in her life because he's like, please don't share that on social media. And I wish she would listen to him more. But as much as I'm like, I want to know everything that's going on in her life, I think that she should maybe post less. Um, just because, like, she's still, like, in the mind of a teenager, if not a preteen. And I'm not trying to put her down. It's just genuinely with the trauma and being in prison, she hasn't. This is like her first year of freedom in her entire life, and so it's very. Sometimes it's difficult to watch her as she makes choices, and it was tough seeing like everyone, including her and Ken, were disappointed by the fact that they got pregnant. Um, it's a little sad because it's like, man, like that baby like is gonna grow up and watch the show. But yeah, I think that I don't think she'll be a bad mother. I think that with the village that she has around her, I think that she will be the best she can, which I think is more than enough for her baby. So I don't have any hard feelings toward Gypsy. Someone I cannot stand is her stepmom. Her voice, I'm sorry if you're from Louisiana and you have that accent, but it sounds like you took 3 different accents and put them in a garbage disposal and then put it in her throat. Like, why am I getting some, like, Jamaican and, like, some country and I don't know what, homeless? No teeth? I don't know. It's giving gross. I don't like it. You thought I thought Gypsy Rose's voice was bad. Her stepmom's is worse. Um, and I actually had to text my best friend because I was like, "Did the stepmom and the dad get a divorce?" And she was like, "No." And I'm like, "He's not on the show at all, but he's in this next episode, I think, with Ken. Like they're gonna try to bond." But like we see so much of the daughter and the stepmom, but we see nothing of the dad. And I'm like, I think that's kind of weird, but maybe he just wanted to step away from the show a little bit. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I binge watched that this week. I'm still on Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm really liking Lisa Renner and Elaine. I think that they are having the same reaction as any sane person could walking into this cast. I hate Brandy with everything in my body. She is the worst, and she's awful for Kim. And I adore Kyle. I just, I just want to hug her. Like, I just want to be her friend. Um, and even though Lisa Vanderpump doesn't always make the right choice, I will always be in awe of her. And Yolanda is great. She's such a peacemaker, and she just feels like a yogi, like someone who is like so wise and like humble, even though her kitchen fridge is literally like a glass door, like, like people can literally walk in and take pictures in it, like it's crazy. But I feel like she's just so honestly down to earth when you like are talking with her. I would love her to like be my grandma or something. But yeah, that's Kim is I'm a little worried for Kim. I think she is dealing with Monty's cancer. I think it is cancer. I mean, obviously you're not going to handle that well, but being an addict, it's tough to watch. So, um, but yeah, still watching. I haven't watched any new episodes um, of, gosh, what's it called? Why is Breaking Bad the only thing in my brain? That's not the show. Daredevil. Born Again. I haven't watched any new episodes of that, but because I'm kind of making that like a evening thing where I sit down and savor it with some popcorn and watch the kind of explanation video afterward, and That's not something I have on in the background, kind of like I have with the Gypsy Show and Housewives. So, yeah, I think this might be it for me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are happy that it's shorter. If not, if you like long form, let me know. But I think this is a good time to give to the world for people to digest. So I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye.